Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Elizabethtown Area High School Commencement Ceremony. At this time, please stand for the singing of the National Anthem by seniors William Bonzel, Claire Hanlon, Alyssa Norman, and Calla Solfus.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening. My name is Karen Nell. I'm the superintendent for the school district, and I'm happy to welcome all of you here for this joyous occasion. Before I start, though, could we please have a round of applause for our high school orchestra, as well as the students who sang the national anthem. Welcome, family, friends, distinguished guests, administration, faculty and staff, board members, and most importantly, the Elizabethtown Area High School class of 2024. That's right. As the superintendent of the schools, I am proud and grateful to be standing before you this evening as we celebrate our students. Class of 2024, you did it. You deserve to reflect and be proud of your growth and accomplishments over the past 13 years. And tonight, we have all, look around you, we have all gathered here for one reason: you. Graduation is an important milestone in your life. You've worked hard, you've persevered, you have encouraged and supported one another, and now we celebrate you. You set a goal and you achieved it. Each of you embodies our Life Ready model. You have developed enough knowledge, skills, social and emotional resiliency, and civic awareness to enter the next chapter of your life. You are ready to live, learn, and thrive in a global community. Today is a day we will never forget. It's a day of celebration, reflection, and anticipation. You stand on the brink of a new chapter in your life, ready to take on the world and make your mark. And as we move forward, I'd like to share 4 short pieces of advice based on my own life's journey. First, embrace change and challenges. Change is inevitable, and it's something we've all experienced in our journeys. Embracing this change is crucial. A switch does not flip after graduation, providing you with answers and insights into life's great mysteries. Despite our best efforts, things sometimes don't go according to plan. Sometimes that results in joyous surprises, while other times it can mean heartbreak and sorrow. Either way, you must be willing and ready to adapt when you encounter inevitable challenges or changes in your life. Hope and optimism for your future, your goals, and your dreams can center you or ground you during difficult times, helping you to put one foot in front of the other as you navigate the next chapters of your life. It will take grit and determination, but you can do this. You will do this. We all believe in you. And that brings me to my second piece of advice. Believe in yourself. We all believe in you, and you should believe in you too. Believing in yourself is the cornerstone of achieving any dream or goal you set your mind to. It's about having the confidence to pursue your passion and the resilience to overcome obstacles along the way. Remember, there are no limits to what you can achieve. Believing in yourself unlocks the door to infinite possibilities and opportunities. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. This quote from Christian D. Larson encourages us to look within and find the incredible power that lives inside each of us. No challenge is insurmountable when you believe in your own strength and potential. Third, the power of perseverance. When life gets a little bit overwhelming and stressful, I naturally do what many of you do. Scroll through cute dog videos on social media. Good boy Ollie, good boy Tato, Tiny Cedric, Lil Hobbs, Layla the Boxer, Maxine, Hammy. They're just a few of my favorites, and I know you're judging. Please don't judge. I know that's a lot of dog videos. This is a temporary stress relief, and it's certainly not a life strategy, but it does give me a few laughs. It distracts me, and then it lets me return back to my responsibilities with happy thoughts. Sometimes, when you're watching those videos, other stuff pops up. So not that long ago, as I was scrolling, I came across a post that you might have seen before. I don't know who wrote this post originally. I cannot take credit for it, and I can't credit the appropriate author, but I do want to share it with you tonight. In the post, a teacher asks her students to write 6-word poems that will inspire and motivate others. And no, this was not one of our English teachers. Perhaps you've seen this one. The students complete the task and then take turns reading their poems out loud. The story goes on to describe one particularly reserved student who stood up and began to read her poem. Scared birds still fly through fog. And the room became silent as the class processed what she just shared. The post ends with the teacher in awe, simply stating, "You are the teacher now." In the months and the years ahead, you will find yourself in fog. You may feel scared or confused or unsure of what path to take, but even in that uncertainty, I want to encourage you to trust your instinct. Persevere. Continue to move forward. You may rest. You may go slower. You might even change direction entirely, and that's all okay. Adults do this all the time, although we're usually embarrassed to admit it. You do not need to know everything. You do not need to have all the answers. Instead, embrace your curiosity, embrace questions, embrace new experiences. Become our teacher. And in doing so, you will not only keep your scared bird flying forward, but you will also be embracing life. You can do this, and we can't wait to see you soar. You have so much to contribute to this world, and we can't wait to learn from you. And finally, my fourth piece of advice: be present and cherish every moment. In the midst of our ambitions, Let's not forget to cherish the moments that make life meaningful. Cherishing the moment is about appreciating the present and finding joy in the here and now. It's a reminder to savor life's experiences and not let them pass by unnoticed. Henry David Thoreau explained, "You must live in the present. Launch yourself on every wave. Find your eternity in each moment." Living fully in the present allows us to find a sense of timelessness and profound joy in every experience. Class of 2024, all of you have a very bright future ahead of you, and we look forward to hearing of your many accomplishments. Regardless of your path, please continue to develop and nurture healthy, productive life goals, and be willing to continue to put in the hard work and effort to achieve them. Please take the time to reflect and be grateful for what you have, and thank those people in your life who have been there to support you. Many of them are here this evening. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve in this district while you've been a student here, and as such, you have my well wishes and my prayers. Take on the world and continue to make us proud. No matter where life takes you and the journey that you are on, you will always be an E-Town Bear. Congratulations.
Hello, my name's Steve Lindemuth. I am the board president here at E-Town School District, E-Town Area School District. Just welcome tonight. Congratulations, class of 2024. You've done it. The year is over. You can relax. We would like to welcome graduates and parents, family members, faculty, administration, and staff. Well, now you're asking the question, I graduated from high school. What do I do now? How do I succeed in a challenging world today? I have a quick couple points here for you. Number one, accept personal responsibility for yourself. In other words, own your own actions. Don't make excuses for your own mistakes. Don't live life as a victim. Be available. Be prepared. In fact, be on time and even be early. Play hard, but work even harder. Remember that work comes before play. That's a good E-Town mantra. Don't expect the professor or the instructor to teach you every single thing in college. You're going to have to do a lot of reading and a lot of studying on your own. But remember that the best students are largely self-taught. Second, become a productive part of society. Find something to do that you enjoy. Find something to do that society values and deems valuable, whether that's being a teacher or a preacher, a police officer, an accountant, an orthodontist, whatever it might be. Do it with all your will. And whatever you find to do, be a role model for others. Find something to do that you really enjoy doing, that you're passionate about. Find something that you're really lights your fire and pursue it. But remember that work is called work for a reason. It's not all going to be a bowl of cherries. Be a producer, not just a consumer in life. In other words, contribute to your community and to your society in some type of positive way. And don't just play the system or get by doing the minimum. Do the extra effort. Don't be afraid to grow up. That's another key point. Responsibility can be a bit scary, but it's necessary if you're going to be a healthy adult. Thirdly, continue to play by the rules. Be a person of integrity. Earn your own grades. Do your own research. Don't cheat. Don't plagiarize. Be the same person behind closed doors that you are in public. Know your limits. Work in your strengths, but understand your weaknesses. Socrates said, know thyself, and that's good advice. Know what you're good at, and know what gets you into trouble, and avoid it. Try not to become a workaholic. Hard work is a good thing, but being a workaholic is often not. Find a proper balance in life. Find time for rest, relaxation, and family. And don't be afraid to put some things off. And when I say that, I don't mean procrastination. That's not a good thing. But don't be afraid to put some things off in terms of gratification. Delayed gratification is a virtue. Instant gratification can oftentimes be a vice. Discern between your wants and your needs. You may want some things, but they might not be best for you at the given time. You don't need the latest iPhone every year. You don't necessarily need the $50,000 wedding, although you may want it. So live within your means so that you can achieve your dreams. And lastly, don't be afraid of failure. Look at the example of Abe Lincoln. We're all familiar with him. Abe was defeated for the Illinois State Legislature in 1832. He lost his runs for Congress in 1843 and 1848. And he lost the bid to be a U.S. Senator in 1855. He ran for VP in 1856 and lost that race. He ran for the U.S. Senate again in 1859, and he lost again. But then came 1860. He ran for president, and he won. And in 1864, he won again in a landslide against George McClellan. And of course, we know the rest of the story, right? He saved the Union, he ended slavery, and he went down in history as what many presume to be a top 5 president. Failure doesn't define you. It only makes you wiser for the future. Don't be afraid of trying new things. Don't be afraid of trying new things. You know, this is where I have to speak about my daughter a little bit. I can remember just teaching, it seemed like a short time ago, but I taught her how to ride her bike in the fields beside East High Elementary. And I let go of the bike, and a couple of times she crashed and burned pretty hard, fell over the handlebars, and I thought, oh my, this isn't going to end well. We might not be able to do this. And one time she crashed real hard, and she got up crying, and she said, Daddy, I think I just want to go home and read a book. And tough love won out there. I said, no, we're not going to go home. We're not going to read. You're going to get on this bike. You're going to try it a few more times. And wouldn't you know it, by the end of the day, she had the hang of it in another half hour or so. So don't be afraid to try new things. The same thing goes with roller coasters. You know, as soon as she was taller than a Twizzler, she was riding the roller coasters with me at Hershey Park. Not afraid to take on the big ones with Dad. But I can remember a time, too, when we went hiking and she jumped off a 20-foot ledge into the cold springs with me up in Maine. She was never, I've encouraged her not to be afraid to try new things. So don't be afraid of taking risks, a new job, a new challenge, presenting a new idea, a new way of looking at things. Also, don't be afraid of the future. Don't give up on the American dream. The big house, the white picket fence, the dog, the 2.2 kids. If we're still having 2.2 kids today, I'm not sure, but don't be afraid of that. It's still there. It's still within your grasp. It's still within your reach. Work hard. The cost of living is way up. We know that. Prices are a lot higher than they were just 3 or 4 years ago, and mortgage rates have more than doubled. But don't let that discourage you. Home ownership is within your grasp. Follow the American dream. Set some goals. Keep your nose to the grindstone and save your money. And remember what Vince Lombardi said, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. So congratulations, class of 2004. We're proud of you. Great job.
Evening, family, friends, teachers, administrators, school board members, and most of all, the class of 2024. We're honored to share this time with you. For the past 12 years, we've had a front row seat to the wealth of experiences that have shaped you as the person you are today. Tonight's commencement ceremony is your last high school experience, the final destination in your E-Town journey. For most of us, we're thinking about graduation only in terms of success of 12 years of education, achievements outside the classroom, meeting our post-graduation goals of college, career, or military, and at the end of the evening, get a diploma that represents to the world successful completion of your learning acquired here at E-Town. What many don't think about graduation is how many experiences that have equated to struggle, equated to hardship, our failures. There's an old saying, failure is the greatest teacher. I'm not sure I really agree with that phrase, but I do believe we can all grow as individuals when we reflect on falling short of our goals. I believe a high school diploma represents our ability to live, learn, thrive in a global community, and it also represents the countless times we fell down and picked ourselves back up and learned from that experience. There's a blogger I subscribe to named Seth Godin. He describes himself as a teacher and he does projects, but he's a lot more than that. Seth Godin has written books, started companies, consulted for organizations for the course of 40 years. He stresses the importance of having courage, determination, and seeing the power in our unique abilities. Mr. Godin feels being laser focused on an objective is the key to success. It's that focus that overcomes failures and helps us above adversity and competition. Focus pushes us through failure. Hopefully some failures that we've had in this room have made us more focused and strengthened our resolve over the time we've been in high school. I want to share a story that speaks to these sentiments. Last summer, our middle daughter moved away from home, farther than my wife and I wished that she would have moved. Usually it's the way with middle kids. They usually end up doing things you don't want them to do. She has goals for herself. She had a vision of success of living on her own would bring. That's about it. No strategy, no contingencies, no job. All this we felt was difficult to grasp, especially for my wife and I, who are educators, and we understand the importance of planning for life after high school. Trust me when I say this move was a bigger struggle for us than it was for her. We knew there'd be times when she would run low on funds. She'd have to sacrifice. In our minds, she failed because she didn't think ahead, and she had to do it all with no family network to support her. What she lacked in resources, however, she made up for in confidence in her ability and determination. That she could achieve success for herself that she pictured. And every FaceTime call, every trip home, she was happy with her choices. She insisted the journey and any accompanying struggles were just as important as the final destination. Over the next few weeks, you're going to receive graduation cards. Hopefully someone will get a gift. My favorite graduation card saying is, success is a journey, not a destination. The doing is often more important than the outcome. I'd like to add a little something to that quote. It's not just the journey and destination, but the people you meet along the way that help you that are equally important. Last night, Ms. Dubowski gave a speech at Baccalaureate, which was fantastic. And one of the things she talked about was the importance of community, that we don't do life alone. Okay, and that's real important as you leave high school to make sure that you keep your community, to keep grounded. And all us parents and teachers will always not be there to help you through these new experiences. Remember, we're your team. We're your cheerleaders, and sometimes, when you need it, your strongest critics. When there were tough times in the last 4 years, someone in this room picked you up when you fell, sometimes gracefully, and sometimes less than gentle. My father had a phrase for that that's not really important, it's not really a priority right now. However that happened, I'm sure it was done with love, care, and the desire to see you not give up on your dreams. I ask each and every one of you to thank the individuals in this room that played a part in helping you arrive at that moment You're going to spend the next few years trying new things and having new experiences. Your family, loved ones are going to be there for you when you succeed, and most importantly, when you fail. I encourage this class to define your own success as you move forward after your high school journey. Find the courage to make the choices that align with your goals. Embrace the potential failure. Use it to become more focused on what you want from life. As you leave Elizabethtown Area High School, I have no doubt this individuals embody the vision of our district. I know you'll walk out these doors into a greater world, prepared for those new experiences. You'll meet them with courage, you'll meet them with focus, whether they end up in success or failure. Congratulations, seniors. At this time, we're going to introduce our next three speakers: valedictorian, salutatorian, and class speaker. When I call your name, go ahead and stand up. The valedictorian is a student who achieves the highest weighted grade point average during their 4 years of high school. Elizabethtown Area High School valedictorian for the class of 2024 is Jason Conrad. The salutatorian is a student who achieves the second highest weighted grade point average during their 4 years of high school. The Elizabethtown Area High School salutatorian for the class of 2024 is Michaela Condren. And this year's class of 2024 student speaker is Jillian Wibble.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight, celebrating my fellow graduates as we bring this chapter of our lives to a close and prepare to open a new one. First and foremost, I would like to thank everyone who played a role in all these graduates' journeys to get here tonight. The teachers who bestowed all their knowledge upon the students, all of the faculty members who strive to make our school the best it could be, the coaches of all of our sports teams who helped in making us the best athletes we could be, our fellow peers and friends who guided us through the scary world that is high school, and finally, the parents and guardians who have helped shape us into the young adults we are today. And one final personal thanks to my parents, brother, and friends. You have all helped in leading me to the position I now stand in. I'd like to lastly give one thanks to my Lord God, who has blessed me throughout my entire life and given me the opportunity to stand here tonight. Before we walk this stage, across this stage into the future, I'd like to invite you all to take a journey into the past with me. Specifically, the journey back to first grade when I was just at Mill Road, and my teacher first told me I'd be graduating in 2024. Being the first grader that I was, I probably thought something along the lines of, oh, that's great, I still have like 20 more years until then. Needless to say, my math skills have gotten better. Then again, in fourth grade, when we reached Bear Creek, teachers again told us 2024. By then, I realized I didn't quite have 20 years, but I was still under the impression I had all the time in the world. After a couple more years, middle school arrived, and then high school. We just had 4 years left. But 4 years is still a lot of time, right? Soon, 4 years became 3 years, then 3 years became 2, and 2 became 1. Suddenly, we were all gathered in this room, about to walk across this stage to receive our diploma. 12 years of our lives. 12 years of going to school every day, Monday through Friday. Gone in the blink of an eye. Now, there were always those moments in English class where the teacher is going on and on about some poem that you don't understand at all, nor do you really care all that much about. But the moments where you just sit there staring at the clock instead of paying attention, watching the minutes count down until the end of the block. The moments where minutes felt like hours. While high school was always filled with these moments, where it certainly didn't feel like it was flying by, here we all stand. Where did all this time go? The moments of running around on field day in elementary school, running around at the Bear Creek Bash, sitting at home in a Zoom meeting freshman year, or just dancing at homecoming and prom are now locked away in the past. Even the smaller moments of procrastinating every single assignment, or looking at the first question of a chem test and knowing all hope is lost, or even just watching Instagram reels in the back of that very same chem class, and not while the teacher explained some concept I never had any chance of understanding in the first place. All these moments, big or small, are lost to time, but hopefully not lost completely, but kept locked away in our memories. So, as we celebrate tonight and prepare to go into the real world as high school graduates, I would like to urge you to look back in this brief period of time that we call high school. Look back at the many experiences you had, the friends you made, the teachers you like, and all the accomplishments you had. Look back and remember the things that shaped you into the person you are. I encourage you to take this time to cherish the moments that are left in the past, because once you walk across this stage tonight, you are on a path straight to the future. Now, for each one of us, the future looks vastly different. Some of us graduates will be off to college, others will choose a trade school, and some will just go directly into the workforce. Despite the differences in our future, all are filled with uncertainty. And although it's quite a bit longer than high school, the future still only provides us with so much time. Therefore, do not waste the time that is given to you. Don't simply wait around for an opportunity to fall directly on your lap. To quote President Abraham Lincoln, the most reliable way to predict the future is to create it. The world before us is brimming with infinite possibilities and opportunities, and it is up to us to go and find them. Not just to go and find the opportunities that have been laid out for us, but to create them for both ourselves and others. After tonight, nobody will be telling you you must be in school every day, Monday through Friday. After tonight, your future will be determined by you alone, determined by the choices you decide to make. So I ask you, what is your future going to look like? What choices are you going to make? Whatever those choices are, I hope you make them with an eye towards the memories that they will create. Fellow graduates, we have finally reached this glorious day that we probably all once thought would never come. After 12 short years, it has finally arrived. As you walk across this stage to receive your diploma, I encourage you to look back at your memories, and most importantly, ask yourself, what are you going to do with the time you still have in the future? I wish you all good luck, and I'd like to say one last congratulations to my fellow classmates of the E-Town class of 2024. Thank you.
Hello, teachers, families, and my fellow graduates. I'm honored to be here to speak with you and to celebrate all that we have accomplished as the class of 2024. Today marks a pivotal moment as we transition from high school to adulthood. Whether it be attending college, trade school, serving our country, or joining the workforce, every one of you should be proud of this moment and where it will lead you. It has taken commitment, time, and patience for us all to reach this milestone. As we memorialize all we have done to make high school special, it is important to remember all of the hard work and perseverance that we have displayed during the last 4 years. As freshmen, we faced tremendous adversity as we were still deep in the COVID-19 pandemic. Yet here we are, ready to start the next chapter of our lives. I'm sure that we will all continue to use the same resoluteness that we developed during our first years in high school as we enter the workforce. I know, without a doubt, as long as you continue to apply yourself and always acknowledge that there are endless opportunities for you to learn more, you will achieve everything you set your mind to. Looking back, we have not only learned from our teachers, but we have learned from each other. It is important to always take pride in your achievements while also acknowledging all of those who have made your success possible. I feel that it is important for me to acknowledge all of the families whose unwavering support has brought us to this achievement. We truly could not have done it without you. On that same note, I would also like to recognize all of the teachers who helped get us to this moment. All of your dedication to making us successful in high school has molded us into lifelong learners in all of our future endeavors. In closing, I would like to leave you with this thought. As we begin our young adulthoods in a complicated and turbulent world where college and work are only a part, we also have the responsibility to consider the people we want to be in the world. We have the opportunity to move forward with tolerance, generosity, understanding, and empathy. I challenge you all to continue to value the same virtues that have shaped you into the people you are today and continue to be the architects of our future. Congratulations, class of 2024. We did it.
Every day, it is estimated that the average person says anywhere from 6,000 to over 20,000 words. I'm not really sure who took the time to count all of these, but I know that I'd lose track after probably about 30. While 20,000 a day might seem pretty excessive, it is incredible how behind the multitude of words that we utter each and every day, they individually each have the potential to hold power, share hope, bring encouragement, and even more. It is up to each of us how we use our words as we make decisions in every moment of every day. Each of these words that I have prepared this evening means something to me, and I hope that they will mean something to you as well. As I worked hard to revise this speech, it became quite overwhelming. Not the idea of speaking in front of hundreds of people, as many would assume, but simply the words that I would say. Though I received some positive feedback on the original speech that I had written, I'm greatly appreciative of the deeper insight that I received from those who were not timid in telling me that what I had given was not all that I had in me. Those that cared enough to push me to my full potential in sharing with you all something deeper and more personal and original to what I have to say, not what a graduation speech is just supposed to say. I was told that I'd written a safe speech, but truly, we all have our own words to say. So, if we can't plagiarize an English class and use ChatGPT as much as some of us have this year, isn't it even worse to plagiarize someone's words and actions in real life? I'd like to step out of my safe zone this evening and use my words to encourage you to be bold and stop making the safe choices. Decisions have become a very daunting part of daily life for many of us as we venture off into the land that lies ahead. Yet, some decisions can still be overlooked and just brushed away. The big choices that we make do determine our future and are accompanied by levels of great stress that I know that I have become quite familiar with. But there are also the small decisions that are as habitually ingrained as grabbing your chicken sandwich in the cafeteria without even thinking about the other options, or taking the halls and stairwells between classes that you always do. Even the way that we each had our own way of organizing our backpacks and folders and all of that before the senioritis hit. There's also the decisions that are as socially critical as to which color shirt to wear with our favorite pair of jeans. Yet, no matter which degree of significance these decisions we make seem to have, whether consciously or not, each one truly does play a role in forming our persona from within. It is almost always easier to make the safe decisions that keep us within our comfort zones. But yet, it is almost always the more challenging decisions that make us who we are by building confidence, faith, and character throughout all of the difficulties. So floating down this stream of life that we are all in, throughout all the bends and the turns, it can be really easy to just let the water take you, close your eyes, and relax as the current does all the work. But then you run into a rock, and another, and then a log, because you're not even paying attention to where you're going, just letting the forces around you do all of the work as you just simply follow along. But on the contrary, it is far more difficult to swim against the current. You feel your muscles burning as you pull against the water, and the fight for control over the direction that you are headed. But while you may not have power over the direction the water is flowing, you do have power over the direction your body is facing. You will have to battle the flow, but how else are you going to get stronger? It is not easy to do what is right when you see everybody else around you following along with what is wrong, and it is not easy to make the decisions that nobody else is or those that require a lot of faith. But I want to remind you that where you imagine yourself going is fully possible. You just may have to swim against the current to get there. Personally, I know that I have seen the most growth in my own life when I've taken a step out of my comfort and into the unknown. Whether it was the little first grade Jillian who complimented the girl who stuck her tongue out at me, or having to say goodbye to friendships just because people were changing and it was time to move forward, or making my voice and beliefs known by standing up against what has been deemed as popular, or traveling to Ghana for 2 weeks within the school year, coming back to finals and very cold weather. These decisions were not simple. There were much easier routes of a response that I could have taken to approach these situations. But swimming upstream throughout these trials and many others have served to strengthen my faith and give me the confidence in who I am versus who it could be that I could try to fit in to be. Without the hard, discouraging times, I would not have met my best friends, discovered my passions, or had to put my faith in the Lord rather than myself. Every decision that we are faced with can either be made in the mindset of following along the stream of what is normal or getting stronger through working against the current towards our own calling. Searching for what I thought needed to be the right words to say tonight brought a journey of many hours in prayer, a few tears shed, and an intense case of writer's block. However, releasing the pressure of writing the picture-perfect graduation speech that I thought was what I had to write put me in the position to take a risk of exposing my heart to sharing something that I truly care about. But this would not have been pursued as intentionally without the people in my life who pushed me out of my safety zone. I'd like to express my gratitude for the people that have not let me settle into what is comfortable and safe. For it is you who have taught me to live confidently in who I am and to pursue my own purpose. I've learned that if we spend our lives chasing after the purposes of others, we will miss our own entirely. But I want you to know that you were each created meticulously, beautifully, and with a unique purpose. But we were not created to live in the safe zone. Oftentimes, we feel that we need to fit into the mold of the people that surround us. But I've learned that when we put on a mask, hiding our faces, it makes it difficult to truly connect through the barriers between. I'm sure we can all remember what that was like. Yet, it is the honest, vulnerable, open, and personal moments that open the door to have some of the greatest impact on the lives of others and that they can have in our own. I'm sure that you can think of situations, as I have, where you have made strong decisions for yourself, standing up against the common path or what is popular, taking a risk. These are the decisions that grow and shape us into the confident men and women that we are becoming, and propel us forward towards the image that we wish to see when we view ourselves reflected in the mirror. Yet I can also imagine that you, like me, have made choices just because that's what was cool, that's what was popular, you were afraid to speak up, or you didn't want to be judged. We've all been there. I bet you have even found regret in making these safe decisions, maybe wishing that you could have gone back in time and have the boldness to be the change. But it's not too late. I know that each of us have something special to offer, so why should we box ourselves into the expectations that society lays upon us? We are stepping into a time in our lives where we will be faced with more opportunities than we could ever imagine. Now is the perfect time to start taking advantage of these out of our own accord and pursue the purpose that we were created for. It is time to stop playing it safe, stand up for good, and be the person that our younger, present, and future selves would admire and look up to. So I'd like to say congratulations to my fellow graduates. As the world awaits and times will seem dark, selfish, and hopeless, I want to remind you that we can choose to be the people that are remembered with fondness, the people that stepped out of the clique, out of society's expectations, and out of the crowd to be a positive influence in the lives of others, no matter how difficult a journey that this may prove to be. Let's leave our own original impact on our community and our world by stepping out of our safe zone with a bold confidence in who each of us were created uniquely to be. In the words of Liesl Meminger from the beautiful novel and my personal favorite, The Book Thief, I've hated the words and I've loved them, and I hope to have made them right. Make the right words, E-Town. We did it.
Graduates, it is time. As the students are called to receive their diplomas, we do respectfully request that you hold your applause to a minimum until all graduates have been announced. This will help ensure that each student's name is adequately heard. It is our hope that you will help us with this in order to facilitate the process. Andriana Paulette Georges. Bailey Jane Grinnell. Julia Ann Davidson Lazakovitz. Madeline Emma Pelna. Janelle Nicole Schaefer. Catherine Elizabeth Sikora. Jason Daniel Conrad. Michaela Ann Condren. Jillian Taylor Wivel.
Kason Akers. Leah Elizabeth Aldis. Lilia Marisol Alvarez. Jordan Anderson. Cindy Mae Avers. Isabel Bailey. Haley Lynn Baum. Isabella Lynn Beemenderfer. Kayla Lee Bechtel. Dalton Becker. Mona Bettendorf. Brooke Marion Brookabile. Hayden Best. Prabin Batarai. Tom W. Burkett. Madison Aaron Bleacher. Aiden Blyler. William Timothy Bonsall. Greta F. Boardman. Aiden Bradley. Aiden Bridge. Ian Seth Brosey. Pike Burkett. Juliana Marie Burkholder. Aston Hope Calaman. Zachary George Cambria. Jane Catherine Carlin. Diploma will be presented by her mother, school board member, Mrs. Wilson. Nathan M. Catafano. Paige Marie Clark. Maggie Ray Klauser. Morgan Haley Conway. Alexis Rose Cook. Colin Cooper. Hunter Lee Corti. Lillian Marie Costa-Wimet. Oren Wyatt Courtwright. Rose Madison Kramer. Annalise Janine Crum-Ewing. Alana Cueto. Alicia Marie Cunningham. Lydia Grace Daly. Catherine Maria DeTore. Derek Deerdorf. Troy Eugene Dersler III.
Jax Lee DeSanto. Quinn Robert Dolan. Albert Joseph Dominus III. Landon Matthew Dugan. Liana Marie Endy. Evan Nathan Espenshade. Ava L. Fair. Hayden Lucas Flory. Bryce Matthew Flowers. Kaysen Joseph Foxhoven. Landon William Frankel. Daniel French. Peace Full. Olivia Madison Gable. Kalia Gaber. Morgan Danielle Garber. Angelisa Lee Garcia. Caleb Andreas Garcia. Jillian Grace Gensimer. Rachel Ellen Gerbrick. Jaden Michael Germer. Ethan David Ginder. Elizabeth Joy Givens. Brennan Scott Gockenauer. Michael Eugene Graybill II. Hannah Noel Green. Aaron Luke Greenwald. Kaylin Elizabeth Griffin. Skylar Mackenzie Gubbins. Grant Reed Gunther. Addison Ruth Hawk. Stephanie J. Hall. Maya Grace Hampton. Joanna Claire Hanley. Abigail E. Hanlon. Catherine Claire Hanlon. Lana Marie Hartman. Evan Daniel Hassinger. Hayden Anthony Hover. Holden Riley Hover. Catriel Haynes. Connor Thomas Hazlett.
Nevaeh Mary Saray Heaps. Benjamin Michael Heckman. Matthew E. Hefner. Jasmine Nicole Highland. Kendall Nicole Hine. Casey Celeste Heisey. Tyler Lee Heisey. Sammy Marie Herr. Zachary Lewis Hershey. Alexander James Hess. Riken Maddox Hess. Jason Robert Hippensteel. Drew Gregory Hitz. J.S. Honderas. Jaden Isaiah Horn. Austin C. Howes. Aiden Ryan Hummer. Scarlett Marie Einish. Jeffrey Ellen Janakovich. Kaylin D. Johns. Madison Lee Johns. Morgan Elizabeth Johns. Abigail Colleen Johnson. Jasmine Ava Johnson. Connor Kane Johnson. Bryce Hunter Kaufman. Jackson Timothy Kay. McKenna Ann Keck. Emma Grace Keener. Katie Ann Keyports. Haley Madison Kelly. Carter Joseph Ketchum. Anoop Katiwoda. Yol Kim. Caden Ray Kimball. Catherine Alta Kimmel. Dylan M. Kissinger. Jonathan David Kozer. Andrew Kawate. Chloe Irene Kowalski. Peyton Lynn Kraft. Bennett Joe Kreider. Bradley David Kreider.
Autumn Nicole Kreisner. Catherine Shinway Cruft. Hazel Law. Addison Lee. Cassidy Ann Leitzel. Charlie Ann Langelkramer. Draven John Leonard. Joseph Libby. Samantha Joy Lindemuth. Diploma will be presented by her parents, school board members, Mr. and Mrs. Lindemuth. Dominic Ray Lindsay. Jaden M. Lloyd. Diploma will be presented by her grandmother, school board member, Mrs. Shrew. Noah Chevy Locke. Trinity Rain Long. Emily Lopez. Brenna Lopez Marrero. Mason J. McCrate. Abraham Zeke McDermott. Matthew McMullen. Brian Maldonado. Jaden M. Maldonado. Rachel Mackenzie Malseed. Ethan Luke Martin. Cole Alan Paul Martz. Paulina Maya. Ava Leigh Macalonis. Michael Vincent McNaughton. Aiden Charles McNew. Rowan Emmeline Miser. Chloe Joelle Merck. Nathan Donald Merlot. Sophia Rose Merlot. Trevor Joseph Merlot. Michaela Paige Metzger. Adelaide Abria Miller. Jacob Lawrence Miller. Jeremiah Luther Miller. Keegan Mackenzie Miller. Lacey Elizabeth Miller. Trenton K. Miller. Tyler Chase Miller. Alyssa Lee Minnick. Rebecca May Mink. Blair Noel Montgomery. Emery Sawyer Morgan.
Riley Elizabeth Morris. Caleb Cal Mortha. Duncan Mooterspaw. Brianna Nicole Nazario. Brandon Nieves. Olivia Marie Nielsen. Trevor Joshua Nolan. Vivian L. Nolt. Allison Nicole Norman. Carson Thomas Naismith. Paige Marie O'Connell. Jasmine Alaveras. Haley Sage Oler. Autumn Joe Pantanella. Luis Perez Alfaro. Dakota Michael J.P. Petrosky. Emily Rebecca Phillips. Stephen Robert Palizzi. Robert Edward Potts. Jessica Autumn Power. Achilles Troy Powers. Annabelle Beth Price. Hope Kathleen Price. Johanna Greta Quack. Diploma will be presented by Mrs. Meyer. Megan Rachel Quinn. Seth Aaron Rainick. Andrew Rambler. Emma Josephine Randazzo. Caitlin Elizabeth Ravert. Gabriel Jacob Reedy. Leah Marie Reinert. Gavin Anthony Reddig. Zachary T. Reinhardt. Lillian Marie Rickaball. Aaron Rico. Kendall Suzanne Riegler. Reagan Riker. Colin David Rylott. Andrew Scott Risser. Addison Paige Ritter. Joseph Craig Rogers. Gabriel Rotet.
Morgan Rudy. Eli Manuel Ruiz. William Sager Jr. Fabian San Juan Diaz. Myra Sandoval. G. Yair Santana Perez. Allison Grace Souter. Emma Corinne Schneider. Saquon Shakespeare. Haley Lane Sheets. Chris Schertz. Wyatt M. Skosick. Dylan Matthew Slode. Otelia Sadaya Smith. James Harvey Logan Smith. Isaac A. Snyder. Abby Elizabeth Sonnen. Sophia Grace Spang. Josie Jeanette Spade. Bronson Lane Spickler. Jason F. Stark. Zachariah Richard Steffi. Isaiah Ryan Stamen. Kala Ellison Stoltzfus. Erin Nicole Stoltzfus. Riley Eric Stone. Lana Marie Stum. Landon Avery Sturgill. Luke Robert Thompson. Aclay Tin. Nathan Andrew Valentine. Cooper Damian Reese Van Arsdale. Gabriel Creed Varner. Zachary Anil Verghese. Jesse Daniel Wagner. Tegan Delaney Wagner. Graham Michael Warburton. Tegan Rain Warziniak. Wyatt Hudson Warziniak. Gwendolyn Weeks. Diedrich Warren Weir. Emily Louise Williams. Trent Aiden Wilt. Cole Ellis Winters.
Ashley Winters. John Christopher Wosman. Anthony Dennis Ray. Mason Lee Yeagley. Samuel Leo Yoder. Alyssa Emily Ziegler. Haley Marie Zip. Julie Shea Zook. Tyler Cook.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome you and extend my congratulations to the entire class of 2024. A couple of announcements here before Dr. Nell comes to the podium to present the class for graduation. Parents and guests, please remain seated until the entire class and everyone on stage has proceeded out of the auditorium. The geraniums along the front of the stage are provided by our FFA. If a parent would like to take one, they may do so after the ceremony. And at the request of LCBC here, we'd like to mention we need to vacate the building by 9 o'clock so they can get set up for other services later in the week.
And now the moment you've been waiting for. Class of 2024, please stand. And now, by the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and with the students present here today, having completed all of the requirements set forth by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Elizabethtown Area School District, it is with pride I present to you the class of 2024 as graduates of the Elizabethtown Area School District. Graduates, to signify your accomplishment at this time, please move your tassel to the left. Congratulations.
Whatever you do, don't get old.